Top 10 Scariest Videos Caught on Camera, Real-Life Encounters That Will Haunt You. 1. The shadow figure in the parking garage. A security guard working the night shift in an underground parking garage begins noticing strange movements on the security cameras. At first, he assumes it's just a trick of the light or a glitch in the footage. But as he reviews the recording, something chilling becomes evident. A dark, shadowy figure moves across the empty parking lot with unnatural speed, appearing and disappearing in different areas. When the guard checks the garage in person, there is no one there, yet the footage continues capturing movement. The final seconds of the video show the shadow rushing toward the camera before the footage cuts to static. 2. The woman in the mirror. A young woman filming a makeup tutorial notices something unsettling in her video playback. In the background, her bathroom mirror reflects her sitting in the wrong position. Her reflection isn't mimicking her actions. Instead, it is staring directly at the camera. The footage shows her continuing her makeup routine, completely unaware that her reflection isn't following her movements. Terrified, she leaves the house and later checks the footage again. The reflection in the final frame smirks at her before disappearing altogether. 3. The unknown screaming from the woods. A group of friends on a late-night camping trip decide to record their experience. As they sit around the campfire, their video picks up distant screaming echoing through the dense forest. The screams grow louder, but no one is seen on camera. Suddenly, branches begin snapping violently, as if something large is rushing toward them. The camera shakes uncontrollably, capturing glimpses of something tall and humanoid lurking in the shadows before everything goes silent. The footage abruptly ends, and the friends swear they never saw anyone nearby. 4. The creepy man in the attic. A woman begins noticing food missing from her kitchen and strange noises at night. Thinking she might have mice, she sets up a small camera in her living room. The footage reveals something much more disturbing. In the dead of night, a man silently crawls down from her attic hatch, cautiously moving through the house, eating food, and even standing over her as she sleeps on the couch. He disappears back into the attic just before dawn. The police are called, but by the time they check, the attic is empty, except for a sleeping bag and old food wrappers. 5. The elevator of horror. In a hotel security video, a lone woman enters an elevator and presses the button for her floor. The elevator doors refuse to close. She frantically presses multiple buttons, peering outside nervously as if someone, or something, is following her. Then, she begins making strange gestures, almost as if she's communicating with someone unseen. Suddenly, the elevator moves, and when the doors open, she is nowhere to be found. She is later reported missing, and despite extensive investigation, she is never seen again. 6. The haunted doll that moves on its own. A family purchases an antique doll at an estate sale, unaware of its dark history. They place it on a shelf, but soon, strange things begin happening. The doll's head turns slightly overnight, objects around it fall, and their security cameras capture the doll moving on its own. One chilling night, the camera records the doll's eyes blinking and mouth slightly opening, despite being made of porcelain. The family eventually burns the doll, but the disturbances continue. 7. The ghost at the hospital hallway. In an abandoned hospital, a group of urban explorers capture something terrifying. As they walk down a long corridor, their camera picks up a figure standing in the distance. They assume it's another explorer, but as they get closer, the figure suddenly vanishes into thin air. Reviewing the footage later, they realize the figure had no facial features, just a blurry, shadow-like form. The hospital, long rumored to be haunted, was the site of numerous mysterious deaths, adding to the chilling mystery. 8. The mysterious hands under the bed. A man filming his pet notices movement under his bed. Assuming it's just his cat, he points the camera underneath, and captures a pale, human-like hand slowly pulling back into the darkness. Frozen in fear, he checks under the bed and finds nothing there. Reviewing the footage later, he realizes the hand appears too large and distorted to be human. That night, he hears whispers from beneath the bed but finds nothing upon inspection. 9. The unexplained figure in the baby monitor. A couple installs a baby monitor in their newborn's room. One night, the monitor captures a dark silhouette standing over the crib, yet the parents see no one inside. The next morning, they notice faint handprints on the crib railing, despite no one entering the room. Disturbingly, when they research their home's history, they discover a tragic past involving a child who mysteriously vanished decades ago in the same room. 10. The security footage that shouldn't exist. A gas station clerk working the graveyard shift hears the store doorbell ring, but sees no one on the security cameras. The doors remain closed, yet the bell continues ringing. Suddenly, on the footage, a blurry figure appears standing at the counter. The clerk, now terrified, turns around in real life, but there is nothing there. When he looks back at the monitor, the figure's face slowly turns toward the camera before fading away. Final thoughts. These real-life encounters are some of the most terrifying moments ever captured on camera. Some remain unsolved mysteries, while others leave more questions than answers. Whether ghosts, paranormal entities, or something even more sinister, these videos prove that sometimes the most chilling things happen when we least expect them.